Hi, Josh Brown here with BST. Today we're going to be talking about split-second choices or 5-second choices. So something happens and we're feeling frustrated or angry, and we're going to have to make a choice. And we can either make that a split-second choice or a 5-second choice. Now, a split-second choice, that's just something that we're making really quick. It's an impulsive choice. We don't really consider our consequences. We don't think about who it might affect, and the choice is made with our emotions. Remember, split-second choices are for dangerous situations. When we're talking about 5-second choices, they're much more slowed down. We're thinking about our consequences before we act. We're thinking about how our choice might affect others before we act. Our choice is made with our brain, which is a good idea because you'd be surprised at what kind of great choices you can make when you're doing it with your brain. So examples of split-second choices would be impulses like yelling or arguing or complaining or name-calling. 5-second choices, when we give ourselves more time, are where we're thinking, what are they hoping for? What's the other side hoping for? What will the consequences be for what choice I make? And what do I need in this moment? So here's our scenario with Ozzy. So a teacher doesn't listen to Ozzy explain himself. Teacher's like, hey, please stop talking. Then Ozzy starts explaining himself like, Teacher's like, it's fine, but right now the expectation is just to work quietly. And then Ozzy explodes, makes a split-second decision and says, no need to be a blank, blank, blank. So basically, we're in the situation of a teacher cutting off Ozzy. Now, if Ozzy goes right into a split-second choice, he might be thinking, this teacher's a jerk. And then that makes him say something that's really rude, and I'll let you kind of fill in the blank for that one. So the teacher responds, Ozzy ends up getting in trouble at school. Him getting in trouble at school turns into him getting in trouble at home. He's sad, and this work is still not done. So there's just more problems to be solved now. Thank goodness he can also just use a 5-second choice and really stop and think about the situation. If he starts thinking about explanations for why the teacher might be cutting him off, like the teacher could be busy, he could have a real good reason for why he wants the classroom to be quiet, or he could just know that the teacher would definitely hear Ozzy out at a different time. That extra time also gives him time to think about that if he lets anger run the show, then he's going to get right into all those consequences that happen in the split-second choice, and he doesn't want that. And then he realizes that all he has to do is just give this time, say okay, and follow the direction. And then just look for an opportunity to let the teacher know that he needs some help. And since we followed the simple direction the teacher gave us, soon the teacher's going to listen. The teacher's going to realize that we just needed some help. The teacher's going to help make the work easier. We're going to stay out of trouble. We're going to stay calm. Everything's going to go better with the 5-second choice. So how can we slow down and make 5-second choices? Just like anything else in life, we need to have a plan to make it happen. Here's a few examples of ideas that you can use as your plan. First step will be to stop. We need to stop and try and think about what we need to do to get ourselves to make the right choice for the situation. While you're stopping and thinking, it's a great idea to be thinking about consequences. What are the consequences of a good choice? What are the consequences of a bad choice? Of course, a really good idea is to be taking some deep breaths while you're thinking about these consequences. So 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Also stop and think, is this a big deal or a little deal? Remember, little deals we can handle and we can just get on with our lives. Another idea is to try and do one simple thing, then move on. Accomplishing small things can lead to accomplishing big things. Another way to slow ourselves down is to stop and think about where you're at on the 5-point scale. Are you at a 3? Are you at a 4? And what are you going to need to do to help get yourself back to a 1? Another strategy, last strategy, is you can stop and think about how are you affecting others. Are you making them sad? Are you making them scared? Are you making them confused? Are you making them angry? And is that what you want? If it isn't what you want, then what are you going to do to change the situation? Okay, time for the call to action. Pick one strategy that you're going to use to try and help yourself slow yourself down so you can make the right choice in a troubling situation. Other than that, have an excellent rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon.